Instructional Design and Delivery, Rubric Number 2. Instructional Design and Delivery, Rubric 2, Module 2C, Domain 4, Student Evaluation and Assessment. Throughout the course should be evidence of assessment and evaluation alignment with learning objectives. This should be directly communicated and include stated goals. The assessment criteria for achieving each objective should also be listed. The strategies used to assess the achievement of the outcomes should include the use of multiple methods, such as quizzes, tests, discussions, essays, projects, presentations, or surveys. These assessments should be conducted on an ongoing basis throughout the course. Assessments or evaluations must be designed and administered to uphold academic integrity. The tools that are used for assessments need to be appropriate for the measuring of the stated outcomes. A tool and reporting mechanism is provided to help determine student readiness for a course. It is important that the instructor includes information about the assessment tools being used early in the introduction of the course. When managing student assessment and evaluation activities, it is important to provide clear guidelines. These should include information about the time allocated for each assessment, deadlines, date, time, and location of when the assessment will be available. For each assessment or evaluation task, instructions and a completion guide for submission must be provided as well. Make sure to include a statement indicating whether or not an assessment can be retaken. When establishing grading policies and procedures, explicit rubric, rationale, and characteristics should be provided for each graded assignment. The grading policy should include a grading scale, penalties, as well as extra credit points or participation point allocation. Define course procedures and reporting grade information complies with FERPA and institutional regulations on reporting grade information to students. When developing grading procedures, it is important to tell students where grades will be posted and where the final grade will be found in the university system. There should be no evidence of grading via email. In effort to abide by all FERPA and HEPA laws, it is important that instructors review these prior to developing a course. When giving feedback on assessments or evaluations, it is required for the instructor to provide when, what, and how feedback can be expected. Students should see this statement explaining when they will receive feedback in the assignment posting. The statement should also include the type of feedback as well as how it will be given. This is usually done in the classroom, so it's important to put it in writing. This example shows images that are consistent with assessments throughout a course and model best practices of proper use and frequency of formative assessments. Within each quiz are content-aligned questions that aid students in determining their content knowledge and their potential success in the course. Each quiz is presented to the students at the appropriate time in their module setup. Most modules have one quiz-based assessment as well as another project-based assessment. All assessments include instruction on how to submit, how to save, how to resubmit, and corresponding due dates. All assessments are aligned to the goals, outcomes, and objectives. This image is from a course syllabus and shows the appropriate sections needed to cover grading policies and procedures. Below these items are also discussion of participation, feedback, as well as instructor contact information and academic integrity statements. Grading policies should be written in accordance with the university policies, FERPA and HEPA policies, and should be explicitly stated on the course site in the course syllabus. Things to look for when determining if a course only meets the baseline requirements. The course does not use measurable objectives on assessments or does not use a variety of assessments consistently throughout the course. The course does not use written instructions for due dates, submissions, and guidelines, and does not have appropriate written or grading feedback policies. Review questions. Which assessment strategies should be used when promoting the achievement of learning outcomes? The correct answer is C, all of the above, measurable assessments with objectives and a variety of assessment methods. Which of the following policies which regulate how and when grades are posted, are important to student privacy and should be reviewed by instructors annually. The correct answer is FERPA and HEPA. Problem scenario. A new instructor posts a syllabus for a course, and after reviewing the syllabus and assignments posted online, you cannot find any assessments listed. A week later, during your final review of the course, a new quiz appears and is marked as 20% of the semester grade. This assessment is not posted on the syllabus or on the schedule. Using the rubric section below, rank this best practice problem scenario. The correct answer is baseline. Inconsistent and untimely assessment cannot lead to proper measurement of student learning. This type of sporadic design does not promote achievement of learning outcomes because it does not promote proper assessment of those outcomes. Module 2C Summary. Domain 4. Student assessment and evaluation should be detailed, scheduled, varied, and integrated throughout the course.